Welcome back. This is Jack. I've got my coffee. We're going to be playing some Hellpoint after I get a drink of my coffee. Okay, so we are in the observatory, pretty much picking up where we left off. I did check out some loot over that way. Plus that weird little burning spot. I don't know what's special about it. So let's go see. Hopefully the enemies don't have like a drastic curve to them, where like they're all now as powerful as the boss I just beat. So, looking back, I'm actually sitting here thinking like how awesome that boss fight was. Like beyond how cool she was, and the fact that there was like no weird tricky gameplay thing I had to do. It was a pretty straightforward fight. It taught you how to dodge. It taught you how to get out of the way, and to read her movements. Pretty much what I would hope and expect from a first boss fight. I've had some games where Surge actually is probably the best example, where not only did you have to learn how to dodge the creature, but you had to figure out like all these other weird ticks and mechanics behind it. Like for instance, with the first boss fight in Surge, you had to figure out that the only way you can hurt it was hitting the leg still in the ground when it was about to stomp, or having it hit itself with missiles. And at that point, like, you're just sitting there trying to avoid the missiles, so you just wouldn't have thought of that. Kudos to whoever figured that out first. Sorry, the way the light was shining just kind of threw me off for a second. We have confirmed that there is fall damage, so... when I jumped down that one little chasm to get that one piece of loot that I saw, I did take a chunk of damage. Is he going to get up? No. Oh, I now have armor. That would have been nice, you know, like, before the boss fight. Alright, there we go. Now I don't look as dingy. I'm about to get some new toys. Let's see, what's this? Strength melee conductor. I'm just going to pick up the other thing, too. And reflex melee conductor. Okay. Alright, well, you know what? I've kind of abruptly stopped caring. Oh, weapon editor. Stick with the pipe, because that's what I've been using. What am I doing? Oh, okay, here we go. Cool. And it's costing me an amount of currency. Let's see. Oh, I did have it apparently. Or something. I don't know. Cool. So now my melee weapon is even more powerful. And I did find out, yes, there is not only crafting. Alas, no one knew about the victory. And so the night they murdered their hero, they just needed to... Okay. There is now a percentage on the right-hand corner. And it disappeared. I am now a little concerned. There are a lot of hands giving me advice. So first let me pick up that loot deck. Okay, I found something I wanted to check out that I may have missed the first time. The very obvious weird button thing they do. I don't know what I just did. I'm going to connect with it. Transport user. Embassy Great Hall. Okay, that's not what I want. So I really did nothing. It just, created a really cool scene. You know what? I'm going to grab the scrap shield, see if I can do anything to it. No? Alright. It's worth a try. Oh, and there's a downstairs. I didn't see this before. Also loot. Antiquated Officer Glaive. Hang on a minute. That is interesting to me. I might regret doing the upgrade on that. Yeah, it looks like it... It looks like it should be good, but you're looking at its stats and it looks horrible. Heal player. No, not my phone. Upgrade. Alright, what's this? Tech station. Process resources. Alright. Oh. Oh, okay. So I need insulin particles now. Let's go ahead and do that. That's got me some insulin particles. Alright, so I'm just going to have to do all these. Alright, that's all I had. Alright. And then there's that. I am short insulin articles. I have the anti-glaive. Okay. So let's try that shield, that cross shield I found. Okay, I need more material, hard glass, and more insulin particles. Okay, so right now it becomes basically a job of me killing things. Oh, and the things that are red, they're not actually meant to be weapons. They're meant to be models for you to use later to make things. Okay. Pulse mineral heading to... Okay, well... I was hoping they would have given me enough materials to make like my own first weapon or something, but it doesn't seem like they did. Okay, I think I found something new. I don't know how I missed this earlier, but I did. Press T to connect to other spawn. You are not alone. Okay. I'm good. Interact. What does this do? Travel to arcology. That's one. Oh, they're all arcology. Alright, we're going to arcology then. Alright, so now I'm in arcology. I'm going to guess that's an elevator right there. Okay. I don't know why, but for some reason the way the floor looked as I was going down, it looked like the floor was raising, I wasn't lowering. Which would be a very bad design for a space station. Now, I'm curious if this is a hidden... No, this can't be a hidden load screen, because when they do hidden load screens, you're not supposed to be able to see the environment to be able to judge how far you've gone up or down. Mind you, most games these days, most processor games, whatever, don't require the hidden load screens like they used to. I've mentioned this before in other videos, but like Resident Evil 2, or Resident Evils, the slow opening doors and the long elevator rides in Mass Effect, they were hidden load screens. Their job was to distract you while the game loaded the world in front of you or behind you. Which some games did it very beautifully. Like, I think the door opening was very good for Resident Evil. Sometimes they made it comical on how the doors opened if like the game was having issues, but for the most part it was usually pretty good. Is this I'm guessing these are small breaches that I can't teleport through. Yeah. They're definitely being more vocal. I got something. Oh, more Axions. Okay. So note to self, go after the guy with the guns first. That bar appeared. The bar that was around when I was fighting that one woman. Pioneers, okay. So when I was fighting the boss, there was a bar that was on the left-hand side constantly. And it was always in the negative. Just then it went up in the red. Alright, I don't know what I just did. They look like they were overseers. Glad they didn't notice me, otherwise they would have been sniped me from up there. Or at least the other guy would have. He would have too. Okay, so I just opened up the rest of the area. Okay. I was afraid I had done something stupid, but no, looks like I did the right thing. Alright, got some raw insulin and some scrap. So I don't have to run all the way down. What did he give me? More accents. So right now I'm just running around looking for the targets, things to kill. Go ahead and do that just so no one gets a lucky shot. Because I need the loot mostly. So I'm going to be moving a little slow. Because if I want to make like the new weapons and stuff, I have to beat these guys. That's for that elevator. So it looks like there is straight up iframes when you roll. Oh. It looks like I'm on the boss 2. This is the riddle of the Sphinx. I already don't like this. Alright, let's go. Celestial Beast. Alright, seems to have a straightforward attack pattern. Yep, just straight. Oh, this one has the weird tentacle things that I don't like already. Although, to my advantage, I now have slightly better gear than what I had when the last boss, so... You know what I'm about to say. This thing feels like a weird snake tiger thing. I'm gonna die. That's not the question. There it goes. Okay. Okay. That's the boss fight. I think I got this. Okay. I'm starting to get some ideas on how to beat him. And you automatically... I didn't mean to do that, but you got to keep him at a form of range. Incidentally, for boss fights, pretty much forget that you have a power attack. There's no point. You're wanting to keep him at a good medium range. It'll give you more time to watch which wind-up he's doing. Wouldn't let me jump back. Alright, let me go ahead and heal. And depending on which wind-up he's doing, you either have to jump backwards or jump to the side. If he's doing a sniping attack, you have to jump to the side. Or jump back, sorry. If he starts doing that, do it. Jump back too. If he's about to do a, that, you can jump to the side. There's also another one where he just jumps and tries to bite you instead of trying to claw you. But keep him at medium range. Now there are some audio cues. Like when he goes to do the claw, he will always roar first. When he does that, you're able to get a couple good free hits in. I don't know what his purpose of him doing that is. It's kind of like when that woman was charging, or the previous one was just charging. And be careful with your stamina, for obvious reasons. I have found myself getting into a bad habit of double-clicking by accident, and I'll find myself right next to him with no stamina to be able to do anything. So, all right. Okay, I was out of range. That's his other lunge. There's really no... You kind of have to watch where his head's going and where the... where if he lowers his if he lowers his head, but his tentacles don't move, that means he's gonna lunge at you with his try and bite you. If he lowers and they start moving, he's about to do that. And it's much easier to dodge backwards to dodge them than do it side to side like I was just doing. And that honestly shouldn't have gotten me, but okay. But that's kind of what his attack pattern is. He's got two where his tentacles go ape. One's where he's stationary, the other where he's moving towards you. Both those are easy. Just get away from them. Just back up. Don't try and dodge them. Just back up. If you have to, you can throw your shield up as you're backing away. But if you don't have the stamina, he'll put you in a stun. So, all right. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't talking almost that whole run because it just took all my concentration. It's one of those times where you're wondering if you're going to need to breathe or not at the end. But basically, it worked out the way I thought. You keep yourself at a rough medium range with him and watch him. Watch how his head moves and watch his tentacles. And listen for a roar. And it'll dictate which way you jump, if at all. So, go ahead and level myself up. That was not fun. That was not fun. Well, I lied. It's actually very fun. I love a good challenge. Let's go ahead and increase this, because I know it's going to come up at some point. Let's go ahead and just give myself a lot more health. Oh yeah, by the way, I can polarize now. I got a thing that allows me to polarize. Roughly, that means I can increase difficulty. So that's the end of this one. That took a long time. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not doing the death counter thing anymore, just because like I don't want to win by a chance. I actually want to know what I'm doing, so I can explain to you guys what I'm doing. So anyway, sorry. Take care. Thank you for watching. This has been Jack with the Geek's Perspective. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can be alerted and follow all my additional content coming out. Not to mention, if you go down into the comments, you'll find all my social media accounts, including Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and even a Patreon down below. And by being a Patreon member, you'll be able to access videos as soon as I post them, and even some videos that do not get released for even months at a time. So, thank you, and thank you for supporting me.